This is the chicken coop we built for the layers, and it's got an open bottom and it's on 4x4 skids, so I just drag it or push it around the field. But when it's wet like this, it tears the field up pretty bad, so that's why I want to put it on a trailer. We've got a man door to walk through and get the eggs, and then we've got a little automatic, with the sun goes down, it shuts, sun comes up, it opens. I've pulled the solar panel off of it, so I'll have to redo it. My electrician was working on it and he ain't finished it. By electrician I mean that dog. If you're thinking about free ranging chickens, layers, I'm gonna do my best to talk you out of it. We love them and we wanted to free range them. And I've read every book Joel Salatin's wrote, but somehow I missed this. You need a pretty good area to free range chickens, because if you don't, they're going to be right under your feet all the time. And they're not going to sleep in the nice coop you built them. They're going to sleep in your barn, on your lawnmower, on your four-wheeler. They're going to sleep on everything and poop all over it. I mean everything. Let me show you the four-wheeler. Look at this. I don't know whether pressure wash it or burn it. And all this stuff laying around like this is all nice and organized up against the wall. All our vegetable baskets and planters and all this, they come in here and destroy it. If they think there's any chance there's a worm or a bug in it, they're going to tear it all to pieces. I take that back. I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I wished everybody would do it. I love it. It's the best thing ever. Just want you to know what you're up against. You need some room. Sorry for the mess. This is where we process meat birds over here. We're tearing everything out to redo it at the new farm, so everything's a train wreck. Alright, so here's the trailer. It's just an old trailer that we saved. The frame busted on it. Right there. Just gonna weld that back up. I think I'm going to run some runners across the top of these rails here, because the coop's quite a bit wider than this. It's like 110 inches wide. So we're going to set it on there with the majority of the weight back here. I'm going to set it right here at this line, and it'll run all the way to here. That'll leave me just enough room up front. I think I'm going to put a water tank up here, and maybe a feeder, some sort of feed dispenser up here. I ain't figured that out yet, but just to supplement them when they're out in the field. But it just had old rotten floor in it, so cut that out. But I guess I'm gonna start welding runners on it and see what happens. I ain't got much of a plan, just gonna start working and see what shows up. This whole piece is completely separated right here. This fender's not even attached, it's welded over the side, so we're just going to clean this up, weld a plate over this, put a plate right there, and we'll call it good. A nice rust infused weld right there too. Look at this rusty gem found in the scrap pile. A little sliver off there. I actually just bought this fancy hot glue gun from Harbor Freight. This is the first time I'm really using it. I've used it once or twice just to tack some stuff together, but I just thought it'd be handy to have a little 110 unit, run with a generator out on the farm for a few different things I got to do. So we'll try it out right now. I've got her maxed out. We'll see if she'll glue it together. Ah, she got a little trigger hold deal on it. I didn't know that. Why didn't I know that? I guess, well, I was just tacking that other stuff. I guess it didn't hold it long enough to latch. You push the trigger and it starts welding, you let off the trigger and it keeps welding. You got to push it again for it to stop. Oh, just tripped the breaker. I didn't think the old girl had it in her. It's all right. Don't fret. I'm actually proud of you. I'm actually proud of you. And just using flux core wire. Dang. I'm actually impressed with it. We'll give it a little break. Maybe we won't trip the breaker. I'll be. Yeah, I actually am pretty tickled with this welder after just a few seconds. It's a pretty decent bead of glue. Hey, what'd you do there? Why, you piece of shit. When you squeeze the trigger, it just barely comes out, and then it really cranks the juice up. And right there, see, it picked up some speed. I don't know. Maybe that's normal. Maybe the welder looks for amperage and it speeds up whenever it sees the amperage, but it doesn't do it if you're just sitting there running wire out because there's no amperage. But we'll see. All right. Try again. Alright, the wire does not feel stuck. It just quit coming out. Huh. Yeah, it is definitely, something's up with the wire. I just watched it burn the arc back up the wire towards the tip. Let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with this piece. Well, that groove looks clean. Bump the trigger. That was weird. What was that? That groove looks good all the way around. Wire looks like it fits in it nice. Huh. Look right there. To activate cold feed mode, point the torch away from the grounded object and pull the trigger. Welder will automatically feed wire at maximum wire speed after 5 seconds. Alright, so I guess like I was saying, the welder probably senses amperage. So when you first squeeze the trigger, like so, it's kind of slow. Oh, let's count it. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close enough. 5. So that's max speed. So I wonder if the wheel's just a little bit loose on the tensioner. So if it hits a little kinky spot, it slows the wire up enough, lets it slip. Let's crank it down a bunch. How about that? Maybe that's it. Maybe the wire's just hitting a little bad spot and it slips the wheel and then it arcs back up the wire. I ain't gonna blame it on it yet. Oh, forgot about that stupid auto trigger. I hope I can cut that off somehow. Yeah, not too bad. Oh yeah, once the chickens poop all over it, it'll look beautiful. Oopsie. She's a little thin. That's two things this welder's done that's made me proud. And shut the breaker off again and burn through it again. Holy cow. Wow. I mean, I know it's rusted out, 16 gauge, but I still didn't expect it. If you're thinking to yourself, is he going to ground that mill scale off? Nope. We'll make this poor welder earn its keep. Shut her down. It's starting to get old. Boy, that's ugly. But if that ain't good enough for a chicken to poop on, I don't know what is. Alright, it's a new day. I got all these square tubes cut up yesterday and kind of come up with a plan. Laid them out on 16 inches. And now I'm going to square it up. There's nothing square about this trailer. This poor thing's beat all to pieces. These tubes are 100 inches long. The distance from this rail to that one, outside edge to outside edge, is 79.5. And up here, it's 80.5. Same distance. I'm sorry, same dimension, just different measurement. And then the whole trailer itself is not squared. So what we're going to do is locate this one. I'm going to divide it up evenly so we got the same amount of overhang on this side as that side, and just tack weld it where I want it in one spot, and then measure back the distance we need, and then divide this one evenly, the overhang from this side to that side, tack this in the right spot with the correct dimension we need from this one to that one, and then we'll square this one with that one. We'll square them up, and then we'll lay out the rest of them square according to these two, and then our actual platform will be square. And now the whole trailer's got some bend to it too. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't really see it. Yeah, you can see a little right there. But she's definitely got some bend to her, but I'm not gonna worry about that. We'll put about a 1,000-pound chicken coop on it, drag her around the farm for a few years, and she'll find where she needs to be. Alright, we got the right overhang. We just got one little tack up there so we can still twist this tube if we need to. We're just going to measure from here back, get our length right, get this overhang right, and do the same thing. We'll put a little tack right here so this length will be established and won't change. We can twist this one as well and square it up. That would never happen again in a million years. It is dead square right there. 178 inches and 178 inches. This little Harbor Freight glue gun ain't doing too bad. I mean, it's just 16 gauge, but it's not bad for a flux core wire. I mean, it's still got some, I'm just hitting it with a wire brush. I ain't chipping it out, so it's still got some flux on the edges, but where the flux is missing, I can actually see a little bit of undercutting. Just ever so slightly. Alright, now that we've got the ends established, I'm just going to lay all these out, center them up, and grind. I got a better idea. Since this trailer's not the same width all the way down, I'm going to be back and forth measuring each end. I'm going to push them all in, put a piece of flat strip from that one to that one. Just bottom them out into it. Flat strip won't work, it's going to bow too much. Alright, this little piece of tubing had some bow to it in one direction, so I got it turned to get the bow hanging down, because this edge right here, this edge and this edge look pretty straight. So I mean, it'd be plenty close enough for this. But Found another little crack or two in the frame. One right there. Right there. While we got it here and we're doing some welding, we might as well weld it up. It's good to blow a hole in it every now and then. Give it somewhere to breathe. Back some of the fury off this bad boy. Whoa. Ain't gonna do it. Frame's just basically withered away to nothing there. They keep turning her down. Let's see what kind of gap filling we can do with it, just for the fun of it. Look at that. Looks like chicken's already been pooping on it. It was better than it was, wasn't it? Yeah. I think that's got it for that. I think now I'm going to put some flat stock. I've got some 2" by 1/8" flat stock right here. I think I'm going to weld it on here, a little lip, about 1 inch high maybe. Put it all down the front and then weld it on down both sides just to make a little guard, little bumper guard. And I've got expanded metal coming to go on the deck, you know, like this, metal like this. So I'll lay it down, that way all the chicken poop will fall right down through and onto the ground. Everywhere we move this, we'll just be spreading manure as we go. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get the coop on it. I think I'll probably end up taking this tailgate off and leaving it off. Because when we set the coop up here, you know, the door itself, the little chicken door is going to be, the bottom of it will be yay high. So I'll probably just build another little small ramp attached to the building and let it drop down so we're not wrestling this big thing up and down every time somebody's got to move it. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But I think if I take the tailgate off, I may can get from the angle and lift the coop up on one end, on the back of the coop, lift it up, and then back this trailer under it, set it down, then take the skid steer around to the front side, lift it up and just slide it up on here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Either way, we'll go ahead and weld some bumpers on here. There we go. That's what we got for today. There's a storm blowing in. There ain't much I can do else anyways till that expanded metal gets here. But as soon as it gets here, we'll start back on it. Which I still got to finish welding. I got to weld all those gaps all the way down through. Man, that little welder, you know, I was joking around giving it a hard time, but I haven't cleaned any of this stuff. I mean, I cleaned these, our main structural welds. I cleaned them. I say I cleaned them. I ground them decent. And I finally got to where I turned the welder up more. This was kind of a cooler weld. I had it down low. I turned it up more and more until as high as I get it without tripping the breaker. But I mean, honestly, I'm happy with it. To be a little 110 welder with flux core wire, that's pretty handy. Just something you can tote around. It's a mighty fine hot glue gun. Alright, we'll come back when we got expanded metal. Alright, it's a new day. We've got our expanded metal in. So we're fixing to layer out. This is, I got 3/4 inch joint. I figured that's plenty big enough, but still small enough to be comfortable for the chickens. Just in case you don't know anything about expanded metal. This is, let me scoot this over. It's a 3/4 inch joint and measure it from this expansion joint right here. And this is flattened. I got flattened. Well, let me show you the difference. This is regular expanded metal, non-flattened. You know, it's better on a tailgate or something if you need traction. Can you see that? That's pointy. That's how they make expanded metals. They just take a regular flat sheet of steel and slit it. They just put slits everywhere in the sheet and they stretch it out. They expand it. That's why it's called expanded metal. But I got this, you know, if you want it flattened, they'll roll it through rollers and make it actually flat. So I figured it'd be more comfortable on the chicken feet because they are kind of picky about that, and easier for us to scrape it. If manure does get built up on this, we need to scrape it. I just have a flat piece of metal on a pole and just scrape down it and clean it off a whole lot easier than you can clean that off. But we'll go ahead and cut it and start tacking her down. Probably about to experience a train wreck, but we'll get to experience it together. Shay had to leave, so I'm gonna try and do this by myself. I could wait till this evening, but you know how that is, burning daylight. So I'm gonna try and lift this up with a skid steer. I decided to leave that ramp on there. So I'm gonna drop it down, put those metal runners on the ground so it'll slide under it. So when I raise this up, I'm gonna try and back this trailer under this and just set it on that ledge, and then come around and lift the front up and push it on there. So we'll see how this works. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect it to go that smooth. Didn't break nothing. Yeah, I think this is gonna work great. Clean this thing up a little bit. Should be ready to rock. I thought this thing had like nighttime mode or something. Hey, you already in bed? You gonna get up? What about some feed? What about that? Come on. Come on. Pride. Come on. Girl, you on the wrong side of the gate. Girl, you know better than that. Come over here. There you go. All right, you can turn him loose. I was hoping all these chickens would go back in here. But I did move it a pretty good ways. I shouldn't have moved it so far. I don't think there's a single bird in here. Oh, 3, 4. Well, y'all are the leaders of your community. I appreciate it. Is that a flock of birds? Yeah, it's a pile of them right there. It's probably all of them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably all of them. We'll let it get a little bit darker and then we'll come out here and get them.
It's about to get interesting. Good enough, ain't it?
Watch Blackie come out of here and flog me in the face again.
Oh, he's over there. Look at him. Oh my gosh.
He is on point, buddy.
He is ready to fight. That's funny. Where's everybody else?
All of them are, they're all sitting down and
It's just no
chilling, and it's just him. He is on his feet, ready to attack.
That hen too. I heard her earlier. That sounds like Jemima. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
We cannot forget to take that out, or we cannot forget to take that battery out, or all this will be for nothing.
You know what? Let's just do it right now. I don't remember what it is. Whatever it is, we need to, whatever these batteries are, that's all we need to buy. Because that dog chewed this wire a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's been working ever since.
Like a year ago now.
I'm sure that it's still not too tight. Uh-oh.
No.
There we go. Oh, it's got tension on it. That's how it knows it's shut.
Duracell batteries? No way.
Rechargeable. Oh, duh, because the solar panel.
We need to keep those in the pocket. So this is about as far as we're going on this plan then. Or do you plan to like bolt this down to this? And then
Yeah, I need to not bolt it, just put some eye bolts in it and strap it down.
Yeah.
Because I want it to, I don't want to bolt it down tight because it needs to stay flexible.
Yeah. And then you're going to put a strap across the bottom here?
Mm-hmm. Or, I don't know about that. Just at least 2 eye bolts in the sides and strap it down and forward.
Yeah.
Oh, also, don't let me forget, what we're doing, we need to put some trim over the top of this. Because this winter, this got when it got freezing rain on it,
Oh, yeah.
it froze it open. Okay, so we're not gonna forget about that one.
So the best time to catch chickens is at night because they go on roost and they really stay calm. Oh, that's Mommy. You really want to kind of stay quiet. So that way the others don't get so riled up. But they'll roost. That's Honey. Got a bunch of them up there on the stalls. They'll roost and kind of stay calm at night. Now, if you get them too riled up, the entire group will go crazy, and then it's hard to catch. Any of them. Do you need this lot? I think we have 40 chickens. Don't we have about 40? We have about 40.
I think so.
I would shine the light on you so they can see more, but you know, that wouldn't be good. Oh, that's the other thing is you want it to be dark. Red light's the best. This, I'm just kind of keeping it, you know, held in my hand so we can kind of see a little more. So like that right there, that hand. Yeah, she's about to make the whole group go crazy.
Yeah.
I ran to the door so they wouldn't escape. We had to shut the doors down. So if one did end up getting too riled up, we wouldn't at least lose them outside. We'd be able to still catch them in here. to show. Oh gosh.
She's got DT fired up.
Step on the cat.
No, it was this. But did you see me jump?
Yeah.
When I grabbed her, I looked down in the water bucket that's hanging there. There's a chicken in the bucket. She was looking up at me. It scared me. She's hid in the bucket.
What about that bucket? There you
No,
go.
we're good. It's like a KFC bucket of chicken.
Big old rooster. Look at how
You
long
see
it
the spurs?
Yeah. Goodness.
Here, buddy. We let him have himself so he can show off.
He is
Atta
big.
boy. I got you. Put your tail feathers up.
He said no. Balancing's hard, ain't it, bud?
Alright, let's go.
Here come the cats. Anybody up there?
No, I'm sorry, buddy.
Look off in the hay too. Might have a roosting or a broody hen.
Here comes Honey.
The best girl. I'm gonna step in there and let you shut this door. I need to look in there. See who's in here. Here. I just don't want them freaking out. Go ahead and shut the door.
I'm just gonna leave it open. I should be able to shut it. Something
there he
happens. Who you looking for? Oh, Blackie.
No, DT's boy. I think that's he is so pretty. Oh,
Yeah, how about that?
I complimented you, you baby. Okay, I'll leave him alone.
He's had enough. The chickens fared well in their home overnight. We sorted them out. We've got a few. I don't know if you can see through there or not. No, you can't. We've got some cages over there with a few we sorted out, some roosters we need to get rid of. Was trying to hurry, so I didn't video any of it because Everdeen needed to go take her nap, and it didn't matter because my starter just went out. So now we're under here replacing the starter. So as soon as we get this starter replaced, we'll get them hauled to the house. Video, take them out to the field. Oh, got the truck fixed. Looked up the trailer and backed it over here. I've not quite made up my mind what I want to do right here. I was going to take some more of this expanded metal and put a floor in it all the way across and stand barrels up, put 2 barrels in there sideways, or maybe 1 barrel and something to keep the feed in. But I don't know. I can't make my mind up. So I think for now, I'm just, 1 barrel fits in here good. Long ways, just sits right in these runners here. So I think I'm just going to put 1 barrel in here and just put a piece of metal right here where I can hang this up high enough. I can drop it down so they can drink out of it. And when I want to move the trailer, just pull it up so it's protected inside these bars here. I can drive through tall grass, all that, and it not be hanging on anything. I think I'm just going to do that for now until I can really think about this, because I'd like to have more space here. If you stand the jug up, you can get 2 of them if we need it, and then still have plenty of room left over for a feed bin. But the reason I'm not putting all this in right now is the same problem with the chickens. Just the general problem is they poop all over everything. So if I do build some kind of platform, they're going to get up and roost on these bars everywhere and poop all over everything. So I'm going to think about this more. I may end up putting a roof on it and fully enclosing it. Probably do that. Either way, I don't have time to do it now. I'm just going to do this just so I can get them over to the new farm and let them have water to drink. Yeah, this will work for now. Before you move it, just raise it up. Hang it up, pull the trailer through the weeds, or hopefully the grass. Just set it back down through there. See this spout right here where the water tube goes on it is a little bit taller than that bottom bung where the water will come out. So from this height over to here, I'll only, from here up is the only water capacity I'll have. It'll never drain down any lower than this. But that's all right, that's plenty for now. It'll get us going until we can figure out what we really want to do up here.
They're not going bye-bye. Well, they are going bye-bye from here, but they're going home. Yep, buck.
Daddy.
He's unhooking the trailer.
Everybody make it?